All right. All right. All right. Nice and cold today. Nice and cold. All right. Wait a minute. Oh, that'll protect me. No. Oh, full face? Yeah. Oh, wouldn't I look cool? No. There we go. There we go. Let's just put the windshield on. Well, welcome back, folks. Your man Porter here with the Unnamed Project, coming at you with another exciting project. As you may have guessed, we are taking our 2024 Maverick X3 and we are installing a windshield as well as a soft cab enclosure. Yeah. If you missed the last episode, what we did is we installed a cab heater or some sort of a, way of getting heat in your face and in the enclosure if you do happen to have one, right? So that was all good and everything. The problem is that you need to be able to contain that heat somehow. So this is what we're doing this time around. I apologize, a bit of background noise. The doggies are having a play date and I am not invited. So what we got this time around is a full windshield, polycarbonate, right? Trying to save a little bit of money. Soft upper doors, hard lower doors, a soft top, and a soft back glass, right? You can get this full kit if you want from BRP. The only problem is it's really, really expensive. So what I did instead is I shopped around a little bit. Most of the stuff that I got came off of either Amazon or straight from Kemimoto, right? Kemimoto makes a lot of stuff for this. Apparently it's good. We're going to find out today, right? So we'll kind of go over the quality, ease of installation, and the actual, how good it seals and all that stuff. One thing I can tell you right off the bat though, I'm going to have to add some of that kind of sticky foam or foam that goes around hot water pipes to try to finish some of the insulation because there's gaps that just won't be covered at all. So I'll show you all that as we go through it. Let's get it going. All right, folks. So like I said, this is a soft enclosure, right? People recommended to me go soft because the day you put its thing on its top or on its side or whatever, you're going to bust all the hard things anyways. So I was like, that makes a lot of sense. And I did roll my last one, so guess what's probably going to happen to this one. Anyways, so everything comes in nice and rolled up like this. I believe this is the top. These are the sides, and this is the back. So we're going to leave that in there for now. The windshield will be the last thing that I install, and I'm going to do the quarter doors, which is basically a sheet of aluminum, before doing the sides. But what I want to do first is get that top on. So let's see what it looks like. It's not a bounce sheet, but it looks like a bounce sheet. So as you'd expect, it looks like a soft top. So this one happens to have a sunroof, which is kind of cool, but it doesn't open. So it's attached by these little Velcro kind of cinch tabs that you just put around the roll cage, and then you close it back up. What's probably going to happen is that I'm going to lose a lot of air on the parts that aren't basically attached. So that's most likely where I'm going to end up putting strips of foam just to try to hold it a little bit. Remember, like I mentioned in the beginning of this video. So yeah, let's try and see how it fits, I guess. Oh, yes, I love you. Taking a little doggy break, guys. Perfect time for you guys to hit the old subscribe button. Now, another thing with this too is I don't have the hard top on this one, as you guys already seen. So what I'm gonna do most likely is end up leaving this all year round. So that's why I want to see how it fits on its own first. There we go, that makes a bit more sense. Let's see. Okay, that looks better already. Of course, this came with zero instructions. We'll do our sides. Now for winter time, I'm not opposed to poking a little hole here and putting a zip tie through it. It almost looks good. Almost. Okay. I'm not going to tie up the back here because I got what's the word I'm looking for here? I got the rear soft shell to put on. So basically, if I put all the Velcro in now, I'm not going to be able to put it in afterwards. So I'd rather just wait for now. See if I can tighten this up a little bit. So the back is just more of the same from what I can see here. So this one has two-sided tape with, I believe, Velcro. Yeah, it is Velcro. So I get myself a chair. Of course, the biggest guy ever. I'm well over the weight limit. I want to say the back here is like 60 pounds. Okay. We'll start by attaching one side. Something like that. Big guy on a little Can-Am. Okay, the next little step here is there's Velcro tabs everywhere, right? And then these Velcro tabs, you would take off the back peely part, the sticky part, and stick it in its corresponding place. So what I'm gonna do is grab a rag with some brake cleaner and then just clean the surfaces where that sticky stuff's gonna go because it's gonna come off, I know it is. And then we'll go ahead and peel them and stick them in place as they're supposed to go. Now what I'm doing is I'm leaving both the Velcro bits there. I'm just taking off the sticky thing. No turning back now. There we go. That's one side done. Let's go get the other side. Well, that's pretty much it for this this back there. There's two clips here that I'm not too sure where they are supposed to go. So I'm just going to jam them down in there for now. All right. Now what I'm going to do is finish putting in the tie downs for the, oh, that'd be a good idea. The tie downs for the top. I'm going to do something a little weird though. So there's a gap where there's no strap basically. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little slit and I'm going to pass the strap from this through the back here just to help it basically be tighter towards the pipe for the roll cage. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, put the sharp thing on top of the tarp. Wow, that's smart. Okay, next little bit here, we're going to address the elephant in the room, this giant opening right here, which is probably arguably the most important one. So I got it in the box over there. I'll go ahead and rip that out and then we'll see what it takes to mount this on here. The windshield comes with these attachments. So I hope you can see the way they're supposed to work is the windshield would go in, this attachment would go through the holes provided in the windshield, and then this would go through the metallic piece here and then catch onto the roll cage. So we'll give that a try. I'll start by putting the windshield in place. Okay, I see what's up. Okay, I'm gonna take the front of the top off. Just gonna go ahead and put the 4 on the sides there that we can see. So there's 2 here and 2 on the other sides, and get back to you and see what it looks like. Man, that machine looks different. Whew. I gotta say, it seals a lot better than I thought. All right, folks, the next part we're gonna do is install the quarter doors. So I wanna get those done now before I start putting the sides in. I had a knife at some point, it must be in the back. I wanna put those in now before I get the sides in, because once that's done, opening the doors is kind of a pain from what I'm understanding. So we'll put the quarter doors in now, and I'll show you a few more spots that are kind of air is gonna get in there. You're gonna have to put some foam or some insulation of some sorts. So the quarter doors are just a sheet of aluminum in this case, right? But it's form fitted. There's an opening somewhere, I swear. It's form fitted to the door. So it could only, this I'm gonna assume, I will find which way it goes afterwards. There's no stickers, no, there's no stickers. So it can only go in one place, and it only seals so much. So one thing that I found with these is if you take the insulating foam we put around hot pipes in houses, you can stick it on here, right, into sections or whatever, and significantly close up the gap. So I'll install a few panels there, and then I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Pretty simple first step. The only thing we're gonna do really is there's 2 bolts down here, both T30s, and there's a 10 size wrench nut underneath of it. So you wanna basically hold the 2, unscrew it, and then afterwards, I'll show you. All you're gonna do basically is grab your panel, reuse the same bolts, and then you can see that there's matching, or not matching, the holes in the door match the holes in the panel. Now don't tighten them tight right away, because you have to close the door, move it in place so it's in the right place. Then afterwards you can bolt it down. All right, now my kit happened to come with 2 spare bolts I can do up the front, but you get the idea. So what you do is at this point here, you're going to basically close the door, right? And you're like, yeah, this is good, or it's bad, too far forward, too far back, whatever, right? It's up to you. And then afterwards, you're gonna tighten it in place. So what I'll do is I'll tighten them a little tighter for now, and then I'll come back to you when we do the rears. All right, so back here, same kind of deal-ish. Same thing, we're gonna take the plastic off. So it's 2 screws there and 1 screw down here. All right, and then simply reverse order to put it back on. Oh, I say simply, but it's actually not that simply. I'll show you how I'm gonna approach this in a second here. So the third one is located right behind this assembly here, and there's a rivet there, rivet here, and a rivet up there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blow those rivets out first and get that panel out of there. There we go. So put the 3rd rivet here, we'll grab another one, but you get the rough idea. So I'm gonna install the other one, and then I'll get back to you. All right, time to get the sides in there. So I started looking around a little bit, and there's one thing I really don't like right off the bat, is that you gotta stick Velcro onto here. I was hoping it would have been some sort of a clamp system. Can't be that lucky. So I'm committed at this point. There's no way that I'm not gonna have sides, so I might as well just do it. But it's more of the same. So I have a feeling I'm gonna loosen the windshield a little bit, and it's gonna clamp around here. Sorry, just Velcro wrap around the pipe, Velcro wrap the whole way across. Then there's a bunch of whole Velcro tape that you gotta stick in various different places to hold it to the door. So we'll start by getting the part that goes onto the pole done, or the frame. If I can get the right door first, which appears to be this guy, unless I'm backwards again. Where's the logo? Oh, that's the one. That's definitely the one. All right. I can get this to somewhat hold there. So this guy is going to go around here. Get this back guy down here. This guy for sure is going to have to go there. All right, so pretty simple. It's just a couple of Velcro tubes, Velcro that goes around the frames and whatnot. Goes all the way to on the sides, then all the way into the front. And then afterwards, like I mentioned, I'm gonna have to lift the windshield just to get this this last one in here. So not the end of the world. There's only one that I got to do. So tie all these up, see what's up. So yeah, these are if you want to ride tarps down. So you roll all this stuff up basically, and then you're able to strap it back into here. So it's unfortunate, but like I said, we're committed at this point, so we're going to do it. So I'm going to do again is grab my brake cleaner, clean off the surfaces, put all these Velcros in, and then I'll get the other side done. And we'll see we'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. Well, folks, there it be. That's what it looks like. So what are my thoughts on this? It's not bad. I mean, like for what the machine is, it does the job. The problem I have is that, oh, first of all, I'm hitting stuff. That's cool. The problem I have is I find there's a lot of gaps. So what would have been really cool, like really, really cool, would have been a zipper up here. So if you could have zipped these two portions together, that would have been the best, honestly. So these are from the same company. I think it's something they should offer. Either that or like Velcro strips or something like that. What I'm going to end up doing is most likely putting a couple random zip ties here just to try to help them close a bit. I'm going to try it out how it is first. You never know. It might not be that bad. But yeah, no, that's it. We got the other side done. We got the half doors in, the quarter doors, sorry. The cab's closed. The case is closed. Shoo-wee. Was a little bit harder than I expected. I was hoping this would be a super short video or super short time for me to do it. It took a little bit of time. It took a bit of time because I had to make sure everything was set up properly, and then I had to take some stuff apart and blah, 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 whatever, right? So do I like this kit? Yeah, actually I do. If I don't kick the thing, it looks a lot better. Anyway, I do like it because it actually does seal most of it. There is some critical areas though that I don't like. So the windshield to roof area, as soon as you start moving forward, that's going to go and it'll be completely useless. So not quite sure exactly what I'll do there. I'll modify something and put some two-way tape or something, you know what I mean? Just to try to seal that up a little bit. And then obviously the fitment to the doors, I'm not too happy I have to put a pile of Velcro on the doors because when I take this kit off, it'll look a little weird. But yeah, no, with the heater and the kit and the windshield and all that stuff, there's only one piece missing to the equation. But you guys will have to find out the next episode. Your man Porter here signing out. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you on the next one.